Hi, Julie D with Culinary Works here, and I'm back to show you guys a great dressing. So we're going to be making some tahini dressing, and tahini's great because, or tahini dressing is great because it's like a creamy dressing without adding things like mayonnaise or dairy or anything like that. So I love it for that reason, and it's very versatile. So you can use it on like grilled vegetables, you could use it on like meats. Starchy vegetables like roasted potatoes or roasted sweet potatoes and things like that. So we're actually going to make 3 different versions of this one today. We're going to start with like the base dressing, and then we're going to add 2 different variations. One is going to be yogurt and a little orange zest, and the other one is going to be some smoked paprika. But the traditional one has cumin, has lemon zest, has garlic, extra virgin olive oil. Let's see if I'm missing anything. A little cayenne pepper if you wanted, lemon juice, and then definitely extra virgin olive oil. So, okay, so let's get started here. The first thing we're going to do is grate our garlic and our lemon. So I'm going to take the zest of 1 lemon here. As you guys see, I always am using this zester. So if you don't have one of these, and if you follow a lot of my recipes, then I recommend getting a zester. So just gonna keep zesting here, and then actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna grate our garlic too, because I feel like in a salad dressing, like you definitely don't want kind of big chunks of garlic in a salad dressing. So, oh, geez, hold that again. So we'll just might as well clean that off. Yeah, because I feel like in a salad dressing, yeah, just a big chunk of garlic is, I don't know, not quite as appealing. So, all right, so we're gonna keep going here, get all this lemon zest here, almost done. And even if the lemon was a little bit bigger, that'd be fine. The lemon zest really, adds such great flavor. And, it already smells like so yummy because it's bright, kind of lemony smell. If you guys follow me too, like I cook with lots of lemons. I don't know what it is. I mean, I like lemon. So, okay, let me just move this over here. Okay, so now with the garlic, so we're gonna take the whole clove here, with our little zester here, and we're actually going to grate it right on the zester here. So say, what is she doing? Like, that is crazy. Yep. The only thing is you really have to be careful of your nails. If you have like fancy nails with like a really kind of bright polish, you just don't want to kind of grate your nails there. So let's see, just watch the big reveal here. Ready? Drum roll. Look at that. All right, so how awesome is that? I'm gonna go a little bit more, another clove here, because we're making like an extra amount of dressing because, we're gonna do a couple of different variations, so I need kind of a copious amount here. Okay, let's see, hold on to get those off. All right. I mean, this is the dressing that we use too on our famous cauliflower salad, the one with the chickpeas and the red onion, the roasted one. That's delicious, I love that dressing. Okay, so I like to use jars for my salad dressings because I feel like it's a nice way to recycle. All right, so here goes our lemon. Oh, got a piece of skin here. All right, I'm going to scoop up our garlic and our lemon zest. Get that all in there. See how like nice little paste that is with the garlic. All right, get all this here. I made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Cooking is messy. Don't ever feel bad for making a mess in the kitchen when you cook. Just hope you have people that help you clean, right? I feel like sometimes that's part of the reason why people don't like to cook is because of the mess, which I understand, but I don't know, cooking is so healthy, right? Things at home. Okay. All right, so now, so far we have in our lemon zest and our garlic. We are going to go ahead and add some tahini. I do really like this tahini, this brand of tahini, and one judge of tahini paste, I feel like, I actually went to 2 stores because the first store I went to the jar, right? And I went to go turn it upside down and it was like a solid mass. So a sign of a good tahini is one that you can pour, okay? So this one is pourable. So you'll see here, I'm just going to pour that in there just like that, right? A little bit more because we need to make a lot of dressing here. All right. Obviously, you guys know tahini is the same thing that you put in hummus, right? Which is basically ground sesame seeds. Okay, so a little bit of cumin. Cumin, again, is like that one of my favorite spices. It's a spice, right? It's not an herb. Cumin, I just feel like has such great flavor. Smoky, earthy, like Delicious. Okay, so let's see. All right, lemon juice. We're gonna add some lemon juice here. All right, got my little lemon squeezer here. Oh, I was saying about the jars. Like, it's just a good way to recycle, you know, to use jars for your dressing. It's not plastic, you know, which is especially even better. I'm gonna need some salt here. So I gotta grab some salt. Grab that in a second. A little more lemon juice. All right, so that's a lot of juice. And really the best thing about dressings too is just tasting them, like making sure like, oh, how does it taste, right? I have some cucumbers here, so we're gonna be able to taste the dressing with that, all right? So grab a little salt, which I have up here. All right, there's our salt. One little pinch, one more little pinch because we're kind of doubling. Okay, so we have our tahini, we have lemon juice, garlic, cumin. Okay, so we're gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. Again, like you definitely want the extra virgin here, right? You want the healthy part of the extra virgin olive oil because you're making a homemade dressing, right? Makes such a huge difference. I don't really know exactly what that amount was. I mean, I'm gonna give you the equivalents on the recipe, but it doesn't really matter, honestly, because you have to just taste it, right? You have to taste it, taste it, taste it. If you want to add cayenne, you could add cayenne too. And also too, like depending on your tahini that you have, some tahinis are really thick, like I had mentioned, like not like this one, which was really pourable. So if that's the case, then you have to sometimes add a little bit of water. You can also make the dressings in one of those immersion blenders, which really works really well too. So let's see. All right, so we need to add something. I'm not really sure what it is yet, so let me just think about it for a second. Let me taste a little bit more on a cucumber here. Get the sense. Good. I have a little more olive oil. A little pinch of salt. All right. There's a little bitey, that's why. All right. Try it again. Delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up here, and then we're gonna start to make our next two versions of the dressing. Okay, we're back with our tahini dressing here, and we are going to add some orange zest and some orange juice and a little bit of yogurt just to make kind of like a creamier one. Okay, unless this is just a clementine that I'm using here because that's what I happen to have, so it is an orange after all, right? Okay, so there goes some orange there. A little bit more, let's see. Okay. I need something to scrape that with. Knife here. There goes our orange zest. We're going to cut that in half here. A little orange juice. A little bit of yogurt. We'll do like a little scoop of yogurt. Like a generous tablespoon there of yogurt. Just to make it a little bit creamy, right? Obviously, there's lots of dairy-free versions of yogurt and things like that on the market too, right? So a little bit of lemon juice. Let's see. I'm sorry, orange juice, right? We need a little orange juice here. Just a little squeeze. That's good. Okay. Get our lid. Let's see how we do. Yogurt's gonna make it really thick too, right? Might need to add a little water, we'll see. It's too thick. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's good. Because the yogurt is tangy, you know, so it kind of adds that tang of flavor. Good, you know what? I think too would be good with that. Also a little bit of honey. Just add a little bit of sweetness in there because it just adds that element. Because sometimes we can add a little more orange juice. Let's see. What dressings really are, what you're learning here, I hope you're learning, is that you have to taste. Like you have to taste, because without tasting, you don't know what it's going to be like. You're going to serve it and you'll be like, oh my God, that wasn't good. So dressings are really all about taste and adjust. So taste, 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 and adjust. There we go. So if you didn't have honey, you could have a little bit of maple syrup, right? A little bit of agave. One more time here. And if consistency is too thick, right, then you just go ahead and add some more water. Great. A little hint of orange and that creaminess from the, I'll show you the texture here. The creaminess from the yogurt. Okay? It's like a nice texture. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. And all I'm doing with the next one here is honestly, it's just going to add a little bit of smoked paprika. If you guys aren't familiar with smoked paprika, it is like, it's like pimenton they call it, but it's super, I mean, it is really strong. So we're just gonna go here. Like that's about, I would say, a quarter of a teaspoon, and that probably is all we're gonna need because it is so strong. You can see it change color like already, right? The dressing. But that would be good on like, you know, some grilled chicken, or it would be good on grilled vegetables, like a grilled cauliflower steak. A little bit more actually. Yep. I'd say it's about a quarter teaspoon. One more taste here, but I think that is just delicious. Really smoky. Really good. So if you don't have smoked paprika, it is a great, really, really yummy spice to add to your dressings and things like that. So anyway, that was 3 versions of the tahini dressing. This one again was a smoked paprika, and then this one here was a little bit of yogurt and some orange zest and orange juice. And the original one was, you know, just the lemon and garlic and the tahini and, you know, everything else. So give it a try, my friends.